guys, welcome to yet again another video, another one. And this time we're going to be getting into what I like to call funnel theory. And this is understanding the critical points of funnels and talking to your customers and using email. This isn't every possible thing that could ever happen / what to do, what not to do. But if you follow the core concepts in this, if you just take this one video right here and apply it to your business, you're going to see massive results because you just need to understand this. And so as you see me building funnels and as you see us walking through the funnels that you're going to see in this course and email strategies and everything, you're going to see almost all of it. The decisions I make, my decision to send an email or not send an email, the decision to follow up this way or follow up this way, almost always comes down to the concepts we're going to cover right here. And these three critical points are understanding the LTV and break-even marketing style that I'm going to introduce to you a lot in this course. I'm going to show you the understanding different customers need different messages point. And then I'm going to talk about broadcasts versus funnels versus live human theory, when you should use broadcasts, when you should use funnels, how they should be used, and all that kind of stuff. And if you understand these three concepts I'm about to break down from you, you can almost build your own funnels right away because you'll understand kind of the rules. These are the kind of the physics, the realities of having a really good email-based marketing campaign. So first thing you need to understand is that a lot of people are going to be taking this course. When you think about advertising, you think about getting an opt-in or paying for leads or paying for emails, a lot of people think in black and white. So a lot of people think, you know, if you get the lead, you sell them something as soon as they opt in and then you break even right away or you make money. Okay, there's no gray area. It's either you make money right away or you don't. And that's just not how it works. And it's not really how any big businesses work. The way I really discovered this strategy right here is I used to work for an agency and there was a home security company who was willing to pay like $100, $250 to get a $19 a month subscription from people. And you can see it usually took about like, you know, almost 2 years, a year and a half for them to actually break even on that. But the thing you need to understand is they were willing to pay that much money because any money they made after that break even point was just straight profit, just straight free money. And once you get in that zone, you're able to do a dangerous thing because you've gone from having, as a good friend of mine, Russell Brunson likes to say, he's the one who kind of taught me this concept, instead of going and needing to go to Facebook or going to a JV or going anywhere, needing to pay for traffic, you now control the traffic for free. So you can send 3,000 instant interested clicks to your offer immediately without asking anyone, without paying anyone with anything. So what I do a lot in my marketing that you're going to see in this, and you don't have to do this, you can break even right away. The more willing you are willing to lose money up front and get to the break even point, the easier marketing is going to become to do. Okay, and so this is what I do. We're going to show you various ways to not lose money up front. We're going to show you ways to just sell right away. There's all sorts of things you can do when it comes to email marketing. So what usually happens with me, here's an example. A person will opt in, and it usually costs me $3 to $5 per lead. And then within about 2 weeks to a month's time, I hit the point where I break even. I make about $5 back for every single lead that comes in. So I make $0 after about a month. Okay, that doesn't sound fantastic, does it? But let's imagine I took on 50,000 leads 1 month. Okay, so I'm in the hole, let's just say $250,000, okay? But those 50,000 leads generated me after 2 weeks to a month $250,000. What's going on at this point in time that you need to realize? I have a list of 50,000 people that are interested in what I'm selling that I can message for free whenever I want. That means any dollar I make after that initial 2 weeks, let's just use 2 weeks instead of the 30 days that we've been talking about, any email I send out after those initial 2 weeks is pure profit. It's not advertising, it's not anything. And so until every single one of those people unsubscribes from the list, I have free money forever. As long as I treat the list good, as long as I keep people opening the emails, as long as I keep sending them things they're interested in and using the techniques you're going to see in this course to keep them on the list, it's free money. And so that's why, you know, it will cost me maybe $3 to $5 to get a lead at, let's say, SourceWave or something like that. But after 6 months, I make about $22 back. I know this, and so that's how I'm able to go out there and generate tens of thousands of dollars a day, because I know if I go and spend $1,000 in a day, I know I'm making $8,000 back, okay? And so I'm making, you know, at a hard cost, my hard cost is $1,000, my profit is $8,000. So you need to understand that that's absolutely huge when it comes in here. I'm getting an 8x ROI on the advertising that comes in, and that's just how I do it. So this is a concept you need to use and the concept you need to be aware of, because the internet gets more competitive. You're going to see more people doing this, and people are going to stop playing the whole make money right away game because it's going to get more competitive. This is how you just kill everybody else. So understand that. Now, Next thing you understand is when people come on your list, you need to have different messages for different people in different situations. For example, when a person comes on my list right away, they get put into a funnel where they just get a lot of value and content. They get nurtured and they get introduced to the brand as a whole. What I don't want to do when a new customer comes in is start sending them my highest priced product right away. And a lot of people, when they get people on their email list, or contacts on their email list, they'll just start hitting them with the offers they're saying to everybody else. Of course, a new customer who has never heard of you before, never talked to you before, doesn't understand what you're about, is not going to buy like an old customer who's been on your list for years and knows you. So just a situation right here, and there's other situations that can fall outside of this scenario, or these scenarios I'm going to lay out right here. But just right off the bat right there, new customers do not need me to talk to like old customers. For example, after 2 weeks of being on a list, a person is tagged, and you're going to see this in the 8X funnel. I'm going to show you it. A person is tagged with a tag that shows that they've been on the list for more than 2 weeks, and then they get kind of worked in with everybody else and start getting the normal pitches and normal emails. But I want to catch them up with the brand first. So you can see right there, I talk to new customers differently than I talk to old customers. On top of that, guys, what you also need to understand, let's say a person opts into my email list, and I can show you, you're going to see every way I do this inside of Market Hero. Let's say a person opts into my email list and they're already on the list and they actually fall into this old customer category. Maybe they just opted in to one of my opt-ins for a new beta I was running. I don't want to send them down the route of a new customer. So what happens in Market Hero is they'll get sorted by that tag that was applied to them after 2 weeks, and they'll get sent to an offer instead. So I'm able to go, and this person already knows what I'm about, so I'm able to monetize that person and make a lot more money from my ads, because I usually will have about 1/4 of my customers being the people that opt in. So understand that. Again, talking to new customers and finding ways to talk to old customers in a different way. If we have a buyer versus a non-buyer, for example, if somebody already bought an offer from me 6 months ago, I don't want to send them that same offer. I mean, they're tagged inside of Market Hero, so it's easy to see who bought and who didn't. So I'll send a completely different email to a non-buyer, and then I did a buyer. For example, if I'm running a promotion and this person right here already bought, the buyer, I'm just not going to send the email. That's a very simple way. Send different messages to different people on your list. Now, look, if a person turns something down, all right, let's say you send someone an email for a coaching program or something like that, and they turn it down. You don't want to send them that same exact email again. You want to send them a different angle, a different offer, or maybe a completely different product altogether, okay? Again, different messages for different customers based on what they've done. You can easily do this again in Market Hero. And an active lead versus an active lead. In Market Hero, you can see when the last time a person opened an email was. For example, I'll go through every few months, and if a person hasn't opened an email or clicked anything in 4 months' time, they'll get moved to an inactive list. Well, I won't be sending them offers and hammering them with junk. What I'll do is I'll be trying to send them messages that recover the email and make them come back to the list. Okay, so I'll send them a lot of value and content, stuff like that. If a person's opening your emails every single day, you want to be hitting that person with an offer, and you want to be talking to them differently than that's email that's inactive. We can keep going on, guys. For a person who's viewed an email and a person who didn't. Let's say a person sends out, or you send out a broadcast in Market Hero to a list of 20,000, 5,000 people open it, okay? You don't want to send, if you want to make sure that other 15,000 has the best chance to see it, you can send that email again to that 15,000, but you don't want to send it again to that 5,000 open. Very simple. Or for a person that didn't view an offer and didn't. For example, you send out an email out there, the 500 people, 250 of them click, 250 of them don't. You don't want to send the person who clicked the email, who saw the offer, is going to have a different response than the person that didn't. So for example, let's say you're running a webinar. You have an online workshop. And so you send out a replay of the workshop to 10,000 people on your list. Okay? So 500 people on your list click and watch that workshop. Okay? Those people need to be sent a different message if they didn't buy than the person that never viewed the workshop. So let's imagine the person who didn't view the workshop. You don't want to send them another email saying, hey man, you missed the workshop and the offer. Here's the offer. I know you were wanting this. You don't want to do that because they haven't even seen the workshop first. But the people that have seen the workshop, you want to send them directly to the offer because they've already seen the workshop. You don't want to send them to the workshop again. And just these are 6 situations. There's tons of them that you'll see going on. But you see how I look at this and I talk to people differently on the list. This is absolutely huge. And it's been a giant pain in the ass till now to do this in other systems until Market Hero came out. So that's why this is going to blow your brain when we get, you're going to be like, oh, holy crap, when we get into this, all right? So the final thing I want to talk about is broadcast versus funnels versus live human experience, okay? I've tried it before. One long, big funnel that goes on for like 6 months does not work, all right? People can tell they're talking to a robot if you do that, okay? So What you need to understand is sometimes a series of broadcasts where you're manually going out there and sending it and picking out the segments work better. Sometimes a funnel works better. Oftentimes a funnel mixed with broadcasts is better. Okay, so for example, when a person comes on my list, for the first 2 weeks they're just in an automated funnel. Okay, because I know what they're going to get and every person's going to get the same thing. Now, I don't want to have that be 6 months long because I want to keep relevant information coming at them. So let's say I send out a broadcast every Thursday for a webinar or something like that. I'm constantly going out there and balancing broadcasts between funnels. And the best way I think to use funnels is in short bursts. For example, if I'm running a promotion on a Monday, I'll send everybody into a funnel that's about 4 days long. Okay, and the funnel will react based on what they're doing and sort them based on what they're doing. And then eventually everyone will bump out of that funnel. Okay, I don't want to be going out there and doing all this advanced automation in broadcast because that could just get really messy if I'm trying to separate groups of 20 and 30 people and stuff like that. But let's say we're going out there and we're just promoting a general offer. Okay, we send somebody to an affiliate offer. We send 10,000 people to an affiliate offer, and let's say 500 of them buy. What you can easily do is just remove the 500 people that bought and send another broadcast to the 9,500 that didn't buy, and then hit them up again. And so that's a really simple process right there, and you don't really need to set up a funnel for that, and it will just make it too robotic. So what you need to understand is there's sometimes use funnels, there's sometimes use broadcasts. What you need to keep in mind is you want people feeling like they're interacting with a live human, and broadcasts are going to create much more of that appeal and much more response. Okay, so understand it as we go through. So those are the three concepts, three kind of situations you need to understand before we dive into the actual funnel building. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to hop into Market Hero in the next video, and I'm going to show you how to apply these concepts in funnels so that when we get into the funnels, you already have a very good idea of how to build your own and how to use them intelligently as you go through it. So this has been Becker. I'll see you in the next funnel, the video, and that's all we got for now. So see you in a sec.